I would have to see the face, hopefully. I mean, we'll see the face here in any second now.
Chris VanMeter on the right there.
Yeah.
Thomas Carter on the left. Happy that Thomas has chosen to play with Lord of the Unreal.
Yeah. It's pretty unreal. I know.
Ooh, a Phantasmal Bear.
I did hear that somebody lost a game to a bear. I wasn't even.
It was Ali Antrazi. Was like, oh my! I just lost Phantasmal Bears. Well,
here it is.
He went deep. That's exciting.
He went very deep. All right, so a very unreal start.
Wow, that's actually an unreal start.
Chris VanMeter's like, wait, what?
He's like,
I guess I take 3. Play a Squadron Hawk. Cry a little. I mean, Chris has 2-day judgments in his main and 0 in his sideboard, so that's going to be the big card in this matchup too.
Yeah.
But he has.
I mean, he's lucky he's got the main. A lot of people don't.
And but Thomas also has a decent amount of counter magic, and out of the sideboard he has not many cards for this matchup actually. He's got a couple Spreading Seas to finish out the set, some Vapor Snakes, which is an interesting one. Flash Freezes, Torpor Orbs, Mental Missteps, 1 Tumble Magnet, 1 more into the row. So he doesn't have much to bring in this matchup, but I mean, it seems like the way that his deck starts, like, he pretty ignores the Squadron Hawks. He has counter magic. Alright, so he's going to take his 3rd turn. If he has an island, is that Grand Architect? No, he doesn't have the next land, though. That would be sick. Attack with a 4/4 and a 3/3 on turn 3. So Chris really needs to find an Oblivion Ring or one of his 2 Dismembers, because most of the other cards are going to get blanked. Sword is not going to do much action. Timely Reinforcements is just going to be chump blockers. It's going to buy him a little bit of time, but like, unless he finds a Day Judgment, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, now Chris is going to be eating 5 damage right now.
Yeah, he's taking 5. I mean, he's going to take it, play another Squadron Hawk, and then he's not only going to be able to attack with Bear.
Surprised Thomas.
He just ripped a Day Judgment, which will be big.
Yeah.
And Thomas didn't find a land off the preordain. Alright, so he gets Jace, gets Spell Pierced. Which I think is fine. Chris doesn't really care about that. He doesn't want him to have that Spell Pierce for a Day Judgment, because that Jace was not going to live that long anyway.
He draws Phantasmal Image.
Yeah. Copies the Lord. But if Chris has a land, he just gets to Wrath, and that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Chumps the 4, takes 2.
So that probably means he has it.
Well, at that point, I think you're chumping just to hope to draw it, too. Yeah, I said there's an edge, so Day Judgment's going to blow the board up.
Yep.
It's the problem with Cobblade. It's so good because you can't aggressively start. They have Day Judgment sometimes, and like, how do you play? How do you play it out?
Because
they're gonna gain. They're gonna get to a Merry Angel and Consecrated Sphinx. Well, again, Thomas was it wrong for Thomas to progress his board? If not, then Chris plays a couple more Hawks next turn, and now he can only attack the Bear. And wonder why he's not just popping it on the Wrath. Like, it doesn't make much sense. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I guess he can, like, yeah, he can't even target the Phantom. So, like, I don't get. I mean, it's just gonna Day of Judgment. I don't see any other play.
We're 100% sure he has it.
Yeah, I saw it. It's a textless Day of Judgment. See right at the bottom right?
Yep. Yeah. So
pretty easy to spot. So, like, I mean, you could, like, play 2 more Hawks.
He might be trying to tilt him a little bit by waiting so long and then giving it to him. I don't know.
That's pretty mean.
Chris is a good player. He looks for edges. You've done things like that.
I don't sorrow.
But that was a bit of a slow roll.
Yeah, that was a really bad slow roll.
Yeah. little bit
Like
vicious.
that's yeah. I mean, it can't be considered stalling, but that's what it effectively is, just a slow rolling. Bears. Sweeties even goes double hawk, then he just then he plays Grand Architect. And can he still get there?
He might be able to still get there. I mean, Bears.
Duh, Bears.
You, the king of the Bears, watching some Bears. I don't know if you people knew that at home, but Brad Nelson is the king of the Bears.
The king of the Bears. I have been trimming my beard. I should just probably grow it out to be more bear-like again. Might do that.
Speaking of long beards, I recently changed my my internet networks, the wireless network. I changed the name of it to Abraham Linksys. So
nice.
But all of you might appreciate
For that. I'll wear my Abraham Lincoln shirt tomorrow.
Wonderful.
I'm not kidding. I have an Abraham Lincoln shirt.
I'm not kidding. I have an Abraham Linksys wireless network.
Nice.
All right, so Chris is going to pass the turn again. Thomas is going to play Grand Architect.
Yeah, get in a bunch of damage. I mean, you can't really play around too many day judgments because they of course don't have that many.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way he has more than like 1 or 2 in his deck. Grand Architect.
I mean, well, he's not going to counter it. What is he doing?
Phyrexian Metamorphing.
Oh, wow. He's just going deep.
Yep. Yeah, and both those bears are 4/4s now.
Yeah, puts him
Wow,
down to
this
1
deck's pretty good, man.
Yeah, like, this is really aggressive.
I told you, man. My mono blue illusion deck for building on a budget was good.
Well, did you have Grand Architect?
What? I had 2 of them, and I just used them as lords. I didn't have, like, Worm Coils or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even have Metamorph. Metamorph seems awesome here.
Yeah, Metamorph seems real good. So he chump blocks, goes to 5, and he needs another day or it's over. All right, we need to talk to someone. We need to get this built on SCG so we can play this tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing this deck tomorrow.
Now, is he just slow rolling another day? Oh, that would be brutal.
No, does he really?
I don't know, but that would be so insane. Like, completely dead on board, and he's just like, how bad can I tilt this guy?
No, he's just dead.
No, he's actually not. He can block.
Yeah, I know,
both.
but, like, he's...
If that's a lord, then he's dead, but...
Alright. Chris will fall to 2 life.
I'm not kidding. This deck, like, minus Crypticon, this
1
looks
life.
just like fish.
Yeah.
Except your 1-drops aren't terrible. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're insane. They're Isamarus that aren't legendary.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get for the slow rolls going through Thomas's head. Alright, so out of this deck, I think the Worm Coils aren't that good, but Spreading Seas seems pretty bad as well. I think Into the Royal, Tumble Magnet, and that's about
Into the
it
Royal
gonna come
definitely comes in.
Into the Royal and the Tumble Magnet. I think Tumble Magnet's really good.
Tumble Magnet's really good here.
So maybe Worm Coil's fine, actually. Like,
Well, I just take out 2 Spreading Seas and bring in a Tumble Magnet and Into the Royal.
That's what I would do too. I think I keep the Worm Coil engines in just because, like,
He might bring in the Torpor Orbs.
that seems weak. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't
Torpor
like
Orb.
them either. But
Because Cobblade is just a different deck. Like,
yeah,
they don't rely. Like, Torpor Orb was fine on the play when they also had Stoneforge Mystic, but you only have 4 Hawks. This deck is sweet. So, okay, so I'm going to guess what Chris is going to do. Chris is probably going to take out, I think, Timely Reinforcement and Sword Defeats Effect are both very weak cards. But he doesn't have anything to target or really that
Timely
good.
Reinforcement's pretty good here, isn't it?
I mean, sure, you can board it in, but what's it going to do? I guess, like, it can trade with a guy and get some life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
And, like, it buys you time.
he's
Like,
probably going to bring in Timely Reinforcements. He's going.
He's got 3 Gideons. Like, timely reinforcement seems pretty good.
Yeah, I think Jace comes out. Spell Pierce
Jace definitely comes out. Spell Pierce comes out.
So that's 3 cards. I don't even like Consecrated Sphinx. I guess it's
I don't
fine.
hate it. It's fine.
Take 1 out, but like, I guess you bring in 3 timely reinforcements. I mean, you did see Spell Pierce and Bear. You could maybe bring in Mental Misstep to stop the super aggressive draw, but I don't know how good that would be. Like, you're assuming
that's fine.
Because you assume he's a blue deck. He's probably going to have Preordain too.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the Preordain.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he's probably
did see
bringing the
Preordain.
mental missteps. He knows there are like at least 11 cards he can counter.
Yeah.
Like countering a turn 1 bear is really good.
Yeah, especially on the draw. I don't know how on the play, but it seems like Bear's really good against Cav-Blade. Just it's a 2/2.
Yeah.
And all the things that target it, the only thing is into the row, but you can't even get any value on your into rows, which you kind of want sometimes.
You know, it's unbelievable that illusions can kill you. You know? I'm never going to look at, David Blaine the same way. It's not a magician. He's an illusionist.
That man scared me regardless. Like, I mean,
I feel like if we goaded him into it, Ben Stark could do a pretty good David Blaine impression.
No, he couldn't. He'd be terrible.
Well, I mean, not like with the voice or anything, but all he has to do is just like he could probably do like the David Blaine like intense stare, because he looks kind of like David Blaine.
No, if we're just doing stare
It's
alone,
not a bad thing.
we're doing stare alone. I would guess the person that could do the best David Blaine stare would be Patrick Chapin.
Yeah, but he looks nothing like David Blaine.
Who cares? It's the eyes. All it is the eyes. David Blaine's eyes is where it's at.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's where all his talent comes from. It's not his little goatee and his black hair. It's the eyes, man. That's all that matters. It's where his eyes and your eyes are at. That's magic.
No. Illusion.
All right, so
Speaking of illusions, Chris VanMeter, a fellow Dutchman, sitting here, probably a little bit nervous right now, thinking,
am I
what
really gonna die
happens
to blue dudes?
if I don't top 8 this tournament because the illusions have defeated me?
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Chris is a really good player, super nice guy. I don't think he'd be upset about it.
I mean, he is. I officially know him as the slow roller.
As the what?
The slow roller.
The slow roller?
I mean, actually, he might not have been slow rolling. The thing is, he
Yeah.
might have thought if I play 2 more Hawks, is he going to put more pressure?
Yeah, is he going to dump his hand?
Yeah.
Which he might have.
Yeah. Because we don't know how Thomas plays. If his deck wasn't that cool, I'd just say he's just that guy that plays a bunch of dudes. But his deck's sweet, so he might have some
Some of his
some
cards
sick
go
play
backwards.
behind him. I just want to play Nintendo now. I just started playing Final Fantasy Tactics on the iPhone.
You're just going
and
back
now
in
that-
time further
Yeah,
and
now
further.
there's a Nintendo controller. Play some Duck Hunt.
You can't play Duck Hunt with that controller.
Well, the other one it comes with.
Yeah, the Duck Hunt controller. You want to know who the sickest Duck Hunt player I knew was? My grandma. My grandma would like come down while his kids were playing Duck Hunt, and we were all like really little, so we probably had like no hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
That's why we were like kind of bad at it. But like my grandma was just friggin' sniper, sit on the couch like 15 feet away from the TV, just like
Do, 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 do. My grandma used to babysit me when I was playing Nintendo. And we used to play Mario, just the normal one with Duck Hunt, you know, the Mario Duck Hunt game. And we'd play Mario, and like, I'd give her controller 1 or controller 2, whichever one she wanted. She'd always just complain. She's like, you gave me the bad one this time. And I'm 5, so like, I'm buying into this, right? Like, she'd be Luigi, she'd fall off a cliff because she's bad at the game. And she'd like yell at me for giving me the wrong one, so I'd give her Mario, she'd fall off the cliff. Well, we did this for like 6 months. You know, like, she never got better. I always just kept giving her the bad character.
man, that's old school. Those
Yeah.
are old. Do you remember Atari? Did you have an Atari?
No, I was too. Never got into Atari. All right, so we have a Glacial Fortress from Chris. He doesn't have to stare down a bear.
He's probably pretty happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, if the thing about Tom's deck is if he doesn't go under him, he's not going over him.
Yeah, what's actually pretty cool is, okay, Chris has a Phantasmal image in his hand, and if Thomas plays a Lord of the Unreal, Chris can copy the Lord of the Unreal and
it's
get a 3/3 untargetable for 2
Yeah.
mana. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. He also has Day in hand. I think he has 2 days in hand. He has Day or also an Oblivion Ring in his hand. Dismember.
This seems like a pretty loose keep.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
all
a lot of lands. I think he has
like a Phantasmal Image.
He might have multiple Phantasmal Images. All right, we are attacking with Inkmoth. Oh wow! If you like second main phase, copy it with Phantasmal Image, does it just become a land? How does Phantasmal Image work with that? Can you ramp? We need a judge.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to know that.
All right, can we get? All right, we're gonna have someone look up that. That seems sweet.
I mean, I imagine that's how it would work. That's how those things have always worked.
Yeah, but then they have to target it to get it to die, but there's not many targeting, so if you just get them tapped out, you can ramp up. That's actually a real play if you're going to play Phantasmal Image in Cobblade. Turn 3, just make another Inkmoth.
Make my Inkmoth. Make my Inkmoth a guy. Make a copy of it.
Turn 4, Gideon. Turn 4, you can actually Mirror Angel plus Accelerate, or plus a land drop. It's pretty sweet. Or you can Sword Equip attack.
Yeah, on like turn 2, if you played a Hawk, you can Sword Equip. Yeah.
All right, there's the Lord. Alright, so Chris is taking his 5th turn. Yeah, I think he has double Day in hand. So is he just... I mean, he can sacrifice his land and play Timely Reinforcement. Doesn't seem like a bad call.
Doesn't seem bad at all.
Yeah, go up to 25. Doesn't want to do that. He thinks this will be cooler, which it is.
It's way cooler. And I mean, Thomas does have a Spell Pierce in hand, so...
I know he does.
Chris may be playing around that. He saw it last game.
Another land drop from Thomas. Alright, copies the Lord, so they both have 3/3s that are untargetable. 4/4.
Nope, 3/3s.
Thomas is a 4/4, right?
Thomas is a 4/4, you're right. Tom's trumps Chris's.
And, I mean, Chris missed a land drop as well, correct? Yeah.
Correct. He does have a Day, though.
Yeah. He doesn't have the appropriate mana, though. He
You're
only
right, he
has
does
1
not.
white.
That's not a Glacial Fortress?
It's a Glacial Fortress, a Tectonic Edge, an Inkmoth, and a Scalding Tarn.
Okay.
Three for a ring. Should rule them all.
Timely Reinforcements?
Oh, I guess, yeah, it could be reinforcing. And now, how did... Oh, because he sacked the Missy, he's at 19. Never mind, the Scalding Tarn doesn't gain him life.
Yeah. So you just use it for 3 guys. That's fine.
Oh yeah, getting 3 guys right here is pretty good, especially with a 4/4 Phantom. Like, you can't just bleed out.
I'd bash for 4.
Alright, so we're going to get a judge to answer this question for us. The question is, if you have an Inkmoth Nexus, and you cast Phantasmal Image, and copy the Inkmoth, does it become a land at the end of turn? It becomes a land... Yeah, you get a copy of the land, so creature removal, when it resolves, when the choosing it happens, it just comes into play as a land. So you have to Tectonic Edge Spreading Seas it to kill it. You no creature removal, no Into the Royal, no Dismember is going to take that land away from you. I mean, obviously, if they have untapped, they can just Dismember the Inkmoth in response. But
yeah, I mean, you're not going to do it if your opponent's not tapped out.
Yeah. Well, if they only have Into the Royal, you're safe from that.
Sure. I mean, this card can copy Mutavault.
That's pretty relevant.
That's really relevant.
Man, what if Mutavault was legal right now in this mono blue illusion deck?
Yeah. You know what else is an illusion? Mirror Entity. Chameleon Colossus.
Okay, we're going pretty deep.
Chameleon Colossus is a good card, man.
Into the Royal with kicker on the illusion. So spell pierce this. So because if that didn't happen,
Yeah, then
yeah, if the spell didn't happen, they would trade 3/3s.
no, they would not trade 3/3s. The Metamorph makes his much bigger.
Oh, is there a Metamorph in play now too?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Why would you bounce the Lord then? Why not the Metamorph?
You can't.
Oh, because it has Shroud on its own.
The Metamorph has
These
Shroud.
rules are insane. Yeah, here's Timely Reinforcement.
I don't think Thomas should counter this.
He shouldn't counter it.
Definitely not. He's going to.
Oh, he still has a Mana Leak though.
Oh, wow. So he had 2 counters left in hand?
Yeah, he had 3 at that turn. Yeah, he's a Mana Leak. Mono Blue Illusions in top 8.
Yeah, man. He's going to be swinging for 10 right now.
All right, real quick.
Attack for 10.
I'm going to take a minute to Twitter this, just so anyone that's not watching hears
Yeah,
this,
anybody
'cause
that's
it's awesome.
not watching knows.
Spreading Seas on the White Source! Oh my god! It's over!
It's actually over. Wow. Oh, he actually might not make top 8. Right? Yep, swing for 10. Pretty good.
All right, so yeah, this is looking real bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you wrap up playing today, I want to remind you that
Mana
three
Leak.
fantastic artists are still here. Anna and Brandon can do card alterations, and Lindsay can make 3D cards.
Let's see.
All right,
Fair.
there. Do you got it?
And life counters.
Mystic Gate one time.
Please go and check out the
yeah.
3
He
artists.
is not happy. Chris is not happy.
Chris cannot be happy about this. I mean, you have to be a little bit happy about it. Well done, Thomas Carter.
That was pretty impressive.
Nice.